Why does he keep doing that shitty ass thing, bro? Stop. Stop. Like, doing its thing. I don't understand, bro. The hell? I guess it doesn't really matter, bro. I'm just gonna read my book. Okay, where was I at? Not really sure about that. Oh, I got a like 1 minute delay or something, bro. Yeah. Okay, whatever. I'm on page 104. Okay. People always get used to beauty, though. I haven't gotten used to you just yet, I answered, smiling. I felt myself blushing. Thank you for coming to Amsterdam, he said. Thank you for letting me hijack your wish, he said. Thank you for wearing that dress, which is like, wow. Whoa. What? Wow, that, he said. I shook my head, trying not to smile at him. I don't want to be a grenade. But then again, he knew what he was doing, didn't he? It was his choice too. Hey, how's that poem end? He asked, huh? The one you recited to me on the plane. Ah, rough rock, it ends. We have lingered in the chambers of the sea by the sea girl's breath with the sea wind and bird brown, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Augustus pulled out a cigarette and trapped the filters against the table. Stupid human voice is always running everything. The waiter arrived with two more glasses of champagne and what he called Belgian white asparagus with a lavender infusion. Never had a champagne either, Gus said after he left. In case you were wondering or whatever, also have never had white asparagus. I was chewing my first bite. It's amazing, promised. Took a bite, swallowed. God, asparagus tastes like that all the time. I'd be vegetarian too. Some people in a lacquered wooden boat approached us on the canal below. One of them, a woman with curly blonde hair, maybe 30, drank from a beer, then raised her glass toward us and shouted something. "We don't speak Dutch," Gus shouted back. And the other shouted translation. The beautiful couple is beautiful. Food was so good that with each passing course, our conversation devolved further into fragmented celebration of its deliciousness. I want this dragon carrot risotto to become a person so I can take it to Las Vegas and marry it. Today you were impersonally magnificent. I wish I'd been hungrier. After green garlic gnocchi, 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 I don't know, with red mustard leaves, the waiter said, dessert next, more stars first. I shook my head. 2 glasses was enough for me. Champagne was no exception to my high tolerance for depressants and pain relievers. I felt warm, but not intoxicated. But I didn't want to get drunk. Nights like this, one didn't come along often. And I want to remember it. Mm. I said after the waiter left, and Augustus smiled crookedly as he stared down the canal while I stared of it. I'd plenty to look at, so his silence didn't feel awkward really. But I wanted everything to be perfect. It was perfect, I guess, but it felt like someone had tried to stage the Amsterdam my imagination, which made it hard to forget that this dinner, the trip itself, was a cancer perk. I just wanted us to be talking and joking comfortably like we were on the couch together back home. Some tension underlay everything. It's not my funeral suit, he said afterward. When I first found out I was sick, and they told me I had like 85% chance of cure. I know those are great odds, but I kept thinking it was a game of Russian roulette. I mean, I was going to have to go through hell for 6 months or a year to lose my leg, and then at the end, still might not work, you know? I know, I said, although I didn't, not really. Never been anything but terminal. All my treatment had been in pursuit of extending my life, not curing my cancer. Found had introduced a measure of ambiguity to my cancer story, but I was different from Augustus. My final chapter was written upon diagnosis, because, like most cancer survivors, lived with uncertainty. Right, he said. So I went through this whole thing, but about wanting to be ready. We bought a pilot in Crown Hill, and I walked around with my dad one day and picked out a spot. And I had my whole funeral planned out and everything. And then right before the surgery, I asked my parents if I could buy a suit, like a really nice suit, just in case I bit it. Anyway, I've never had occasion to wear it until tonight. So it's your death suit? Correct. Don't you have a death outfit? Yeah, I said, it's a dress I bought for my 15th birthday party. I don't wear it on dates. So I slid up. We're on a date? Yes. I looked down, feeling bashful. Don't push it. We were both really full, but dessert, as succulently rich, surrounded by passion fruit. So good not to at least nibble. So we lingered for a while over dress, dessert, trying to get hungry again. My son was a toddler, insistently refusing to go to bed. It was past 8:30 and still light. Wow. Out of nowhere, Augustus asked, do you believe in an afterlife? I think forever is an incorrect concept, I answered. He smirked. You're an incorrect concept. I know, that's why I'm being taken out of the rotation. It's not funny, he said, looking at the street. Two girls passed on a bike, one riding side saddle over the back wheel. Come on, I said. That was a joke. Thought of you being removed from the rotation is not funny to me, he said. Seriously though, afterlife? No, I said, then revised. Well, maybe I wouldn't go so far as no. You? Yes, he said, his voice full of confidence. Yes, absolutely. Not like a heaven where you ride unicorns, play harps, and live in a mansion made of clouds. But yes, I believe in something with a capital S. Always have. Really? I asked, surprised. I'd always associated belief in heaven with, frankly, a kind of intellectual disengagement, but that wasn't dumb. Yeah, he said quietly. I believe in that line from an imperial affliction, the rising sun to your bride and her losing eyes. That's God, I think. The rising sun. And the light is too bright, and her eyes are losing, but they are not lost. I don't believe we return to haunt or to comfort the living or anything, but I think something becomes of us. But you fear oblivion. Sure, I fear earthly oblivion. But I mean, not to sound like my parents, but I believe humans have souls, and I believe in the conservation of souls. The oblivion and fear is something else. The fear I won't be able to give anything in exchange for my life. If you live a life in service of a greater mood, you've got to at least die at death in service of a greater good, you know? And I fear that I won't get either of a life or a death that means anything. I just shook my head. Did everything okay? I guess so. What? He asked. Your obsession with like dying for something or living behind great signs of your heroism or whatever. It's just weird. Everyone wants to lead an extraordinary life. Not everyone, I said, unable to disguise my annoyance. Were you mad? It's just, I said, couldn't finish my sentence. Just, said again. Between us flickered the candle. It's really mean of you to throw. Matter of fact, let me do something. No, thank you, bro. You don't need that. It's really mean of you to say that the only lives that matter are ones that are live for something or die for something. That's really a mean thing to say to me. I felt like a little kid for some reason and took a bite of dessert to make it appear like it was not that big of a deal to me. Sorry, he said. I didn't mean it like that. I was just thinking about myself. Yeah, you were, I said. I was too full to finish. I was worried. I worried I might puke, actually, because I often puked after eating. Not bulimia, just cancer. First, my dessert plate toward Gus, but he shook his head. I'm sorry, he said again, reaching across the table on my hand. I let him take it. Could be worse, you know. How? I asked, teasing. I mean, I have a work of calligraphy over my toilet that reads, bathe yourself daily in the confront of God's words, Hazel. That could be way worse. Sounds unsanitary, I said. Could be worse. It could be worse, I smiled. She really did like me. Maybe I was a narcissist or something, but when I realized it there in that moment at Orangey, it made me like him even more. When our waiter appeared to take dessert away, he said, your meal has been paid for by Van Houten. It was a smile. This fellow ain't half bad. He walked along the canal as it got dark. Black up for Orangey. We stopped at a park bench surrounded by old, rusty bicycles locked to bike racks to each other. And sit down. Okay. Okay, it's been 22 minutes. That means 90? Yeah, 90. And that's like 3 hours. Bro, this fucking author is a fucking dumbass and weirdos, bro. I thought he turned out to be fucking amazing person. That was wrong, and this story has just become way worse than I expected, bro. The fuck? What the hell, dog? What the hell? 35? Okay. I'll think about it. Yeah, I'm done, bro. Bro, but I can't stop, bro. I said I would finish this book. Damn. It's almost been like, oh my god, bro. The whole video will be around like 10 hours long. I have to upload it today. Yeah, bro. Okay. So guys, it's almost late at night, bro. I don't know how many hours it takes, how many more hours it takes to finish this goddamn book. I'm on page 118, bro. Okay, what's going on? I don't have a drinking problem, he announced, his voice needlessly loud. Have a true feeling really here, blah, 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 blah. You got it. Said the accent almost American, but second drink arrived when Luda's spine stiffened again out of the respect. He kicked off his flippers. His really ugly fade was rather ruining the whole business of authorial genius for me. With the answers, I said. First, we do want you to say thank you for dinner last night, and we bought them dinner last night? Van Houten asked quickly. Yes, it's orangey. Ah, yes, well, believe me when I say that you don't have me to thank, but rather Lightweight, who's exceptionally talented in the field of spending my money. It was our pleasure, Lightweight said. Well, thanks at any rate, Augustus said. I could hear annoyance in his voice. So here I am, Van Houten said after a moment. What are your questions? Augustus said. Seemed so intelligent and cringe, Van Houten said too, regarding Augustus. Perhaps the cancer established a beachhead in his brain. Peter, dully horrified. I was horrified too. There was something pleasant about a guy so despicable that he wouldn't treat us differentially. We do have some questions actually, I said. I talked about them in my email. I don't know if you remember. I don't. His memory is compromised, like I said. If only my memory would compromise. So our questions, I repeated. She used the royal we, Peter said to one of another sip. And that's curses later. The fuck is gigging here, bro? Okay. Rosaya, shut up, lightweight. Great off photo said she had experienced the generational encounter with the Mysterium Tremendum, then this work was not for you. And I say to you, young friends, that if you cannot hear his response to figure, then no work's not for you. I can't emphasize this enough. Completely normal rap song, except in Swedish. That's that. It's about imperial affliction. Anna's mom in the book, and this is about to trip me, trapping his glasses as he talked until the light away. We filled it again. So Xenon is most famous for his tortoise paradox. Let us imagine that you're in a race with tortoise. The tortoise is a 10-yard head start, and the time it takes you to run that 10 yards, the tortoise may be moved 1 yard. And then the time it takes you to make up that distance, the tortoise goes a bit farther, and so on forever. You're faster than the tortoise, but you can never catch him. You can only decrease his lead, of course. Just run past the tortoise without contemplating the mechanics involved, but the question of how you're able to do this turns out to be incredibly complicated. No one really solved it until Kendra showed us that some influences are bigger than others. I said, I assume that answers your question, he said confidently, then sipped in his litmus glass. I was wondering after the end of your affliction, I disavow everything in that Richard novel. Putting me off. No, excuse me? No, that's not acceptable. I understand that the story ends with narrative because Anna dies and becomes too sick to continue, but you said you would tell us what happens to everybody. That's why we're here. And I need you to tell me. Sighed. After another drink, said, very well. Whose story do you seek? Anna's mom. Dutch tulip man, there's the hamster. I mean, just what happens to everyone? Closed his eye and puffed his cheeks as he exhaled, then looked up at the exposed wooden beams crisscrossing the ceiling. The hamster said after a while. Hamster gets adopted by Christine. It was one of the Anna's sickness friends. It made sense. Christine and Anne played with sixpence in a few scenes. He is adopted by Christine and lives for a couple of years after the end of the novel and dies peacefully in his hamster's sleep. Now we're getting somewhere. Great, I said. Great, okay, so the Dutch tulip man. Is he a con man? Do he and Anna's mom get married? I was still staring at the ceiling beams. Trained. The glass was almost empty again. Lightweight, you can't do it. I can't. He leveled his gaze to me. Nothing happens to the Dutch tulip man. He's a con man or not a con man. He's an obvious and ambiguous metaphorical representation. And asking what becomes of him is the intellectual equivalent of asking what becomes of the disembodied eyes of Dr. T.J. in Gatsby. He and his mom get married. We're speaking of a novel, dear child, not some historical guys, right? But since surely you must have thought about what happens to them. I mean, his characters. I mean, independent of their metaphorical meanings or whatever, they're fictions, he said, tapping his glass again. Nothing happens to them. So do you tell me? I insisted. I'm gonna remind myself to be assertive if I need to. Bro, what kind of fucking trash ass thing is this book, bro? What the fuck? Am I just too tired, bro, to be fucking delusional to read this book? I don't know, bro. What the fuck? Oh my god. Perhaps, but I was under the misguided impression that you're incapable of transactional travel. Was trying to provide you some comfort. What the fuck? a camera. Oh, what the fuck? Damn. Oh my god, this is one of the trashiest books I've ever read. Let me know if I'm the only one feeling that way. And let me do real quick. No, bro, I don't know. I don't think there's a way of doing that. At the studio, I can't revert to original. Save as new or keyboard shortcut. What the fuck? Clips. Use. Sound content. Short live. Oh my god. Partially blocked. This will contain rare material as a result. It's been blocked in some countries. The fuck? What countries, bro? Damn, bro. What if I download this? Oh, I can download this, but it's 1.4 gigabytes, bro. Damn. Let's cancel this, okay? And then get share of a link. And go right there. Paste this. Look, it's, yeah, right. Yeah, whatever. Just think about this stream, okay? As she put it down slowly. see many of them. I synthesize my house. Understand life again. Numbers purposes understand. Just my own opinion. I'll tell you how things traded for everyone is not I'm grateful. Suffers. Yeah, she was made of him. Stop. So, also, he was with his mom. Dad, this is yours. Very, very important. Unknown force. He was going. Just tonight. Still, when I grabbed the phone, it's like so possible. That's when another shows. So, we're going. First, God said I realized there was no one else to go. It was the saddest thing. There's not really wanted to talk. His staff with us. Same plan. Oh my god, bro. Everyone's dying, bro. Augustus Waters just died. And what the fuck? 3 more pages gonna do, bro? This is most probably just some bullshit. What are these, dog? Oh my gosh. Damn. Bro, like, are you serious right now, bro? My head is exploding. Mm, I like the way you kiss me. I can tell you miss me. When I'm away from you, I'm happier than you. Wish I could explain it. Wish I wasn't sure I'm who I am. Remind you beside you. About what I was telling you, you do the opposite of what you said you'd do, and I got more faith. Bro, I'm dumb, bro. This book, I shouldn't even start this book in the first place, bro. But, I mean, it was alright, like, with all that